And I see those opportunities, right? And that's why I believe in the power of innovators that are here. The key is figuring out what elements of your ecosystem do you need to help you be supported without creating a dependency, right? Because the way that your innovation will succeed is if it can generate revenue, if there are people who are willing to pay for it. And that's actually how aid and development will be most successful. And so the key will be figuring out, where can we provide support that'll help you get through what they call the valley of death, and what are the tools that are needed. And there's a lot of tools that are out there already, but one of the biggest things is space, which the innovation labs can provide a community of mentors and helpers, and then the third is capital, which is the hardest thing, and the fourth, I would say, the regulatory environment that you're working in, because 15 million shillings seems like a lot for.
Uganda doesn't score really high on the ease of doing business index, right? And hardware. It sounds like you guys just need some basic, literally and figuratively, the hardware.
Well, Development Innovation Ventures is an open innovation. There's no constraint. If you have a good idea, you apply, and they'll give some money for piloting, some money for scale up if you've actually got the evidence that you're showing that you're making a difference. We've got prizes on trafficking in persons, so preventing the trafficking of persons. We're looking on another prize against atrocities. So how do we prevent the outbreak of atrocities? How do we actually get the data that convicts criminals? How do we get those things? Those prizes have money with them too, like the Imagination Cup, and there are things we want people. And we'll work with the university to make sure you guys know about what's available. But what's interesting about the grand challenges is 50% of the ideas are coming out of the developing world, not the developed world. And so they're great ideas, right? You guys are applying for the Imagine Cup. You guys have great ideas. We got to figure out how do we provide more opportunities, competitive opportunities, but also thinking about the mentorship, the right environment to help you guys succeed. You're the future of this country.
And you've done very good work. It's really impressive.
You've done really good work. Do you guys have any questions for me before we eat? Or do you just want to eat? And we can talk at dinner.
Yes. Indeed, my question is again related to venture capitalists, especially the possibility of using your network to reach out to venture capitalists like the ones in Silicon Valley. Most of there's always a trust issue when the innovator has an idea that they think is selling, and putting it in a public forum is not easy. But if there is an opportunity like what was run recently by the founder of PayPal, I forget his name, but they created a panel, and it was like the Lion's Den of BBC. Something like that, whereby people with real money look at ideas around the table. That's why you're not worried about posting something on the website and the group of hardworking developers hijack it.
Well, I guess that leads me to a question, which is, what is the role of the university?
Well, the universities have a lot of challenges to deal with. Supporting it's so far. What I've seen in Mackay University is it's a struggle to teach. It's still a struggle to be able to teach. That basic level of teaching is not yet right for the last 90 years from Mackay University. As a lecturer, we're still struggling with it. In fact, now with the open courses like
Coursera and edX.
Yeah, I started my master's in Victor Security, and I still have interest in Victor Security, so I enrolled in some of these courses at Stanford. But I realized that the Stanford lectures were so easy, they made learning very easy, that I wondered why cryptography was such a difficult course for me in 2005. So now I realized that also my students find it difficult they look at me like an alien.